What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can see from the title, we are installing the flex fuel kit for the C7 Corvette. And all of the parts are sitting right over here. So this is from Lethal Garage, and their kit includes everything that you need to install this. It's a pretty straightforward process installing this kit. That's how they designed it. And the only hard part you have to do on your Corvette is pinning your ECU. So let me go over everything that is included. The E85 kit, the harness that plugs into all of your factory connections. So there is no wiring, splicing, nothing you got to do. You have the braided fuel line. So that is a really nice addition that they include. So it makes it look OEM. And then of course your zip ties, and then the special tool to get your factory fuel line off. So this whole kit, they make it super easy to install. Like I said, the only hard part is pinning your ECU. Do not be scared to do it. I'm going to show you guys everything right now, but let's go ahead and jump right into it. So first things first, we got to pop the hood, and I got to show you guys all of the parts where it plugs in at, just in case if I forget to record. So let's go ahead and open up this and pop the hood right there. So we will be working right underneath here. So first things first, get these little T10 bolts out, and then we can take the valve cover off, get the fuel line off, and then plug it into the factory harness. All right, using my little POV that I used last video, I kind of liked it when I was editing my stuff. Let's go ahead and get this off. So this little vacuum line has to pop off like so. Then we should be able to wiggle this out of here. It's a tight fit. Oh, also this part right here, you can just pop off like that. I should have done that in the first place. But anyways, yeah, so now this is exposed to where we can put the little tool in, and then the vacuum, or not vacuum, the fuel line would just pop out, and then we can install the new one. All right, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and set up the tripod for you guys so you guys can see a lot better. I keep on forgetting when I'm doing the POV view, I have the camera down like this and I gotta adjust it up there, but then it blocks my face. So I'm just gonna set up the camera here so you guys can have a good angle. All right, so I got you guys set up. So in that kit from Lethal Garage, there's this little blue tool. This is what you need because this is gonna go right in here and it's gonna pop off. Slap this in there, so there you go. Just like that, the fuel line is off. Now we just have to install the other line that is provided in the kit. Then we can install the sensor, plug this all back up, put the valve cover back on, and we're good to go. So now we can put this away because we no longer need it. And now we install this and then the fuel sensor itself. All right, there you go. So it is all hooked up. You can wire this or route it however you want, but this is how I seen it in the photo. So I did the exact same thing. It looks really clean and you're able to hide a lot of stuff. So that is how you wire that up. Now we just got to jump to the other side and we got to ground it and then tap it into your evap plug right here. All right, so for all the work that I just did, you guys didn't really see too much because you see my back, but this is what we did. So we wired from the harness all the way around here, and then this is the factory plug that you plug into your evap right in there. So it is pretty self-explanatory. And then right here is where we grounded the wire itself. So just take off this 10 mil and then just put the ground there. Good to go. So now it's the other part, the scary part, taking off the wheel, popping off the fender, and getting to the ECU. All right, so we got the wheel off. Now all we have to do is take off all of the fender liner and then the bolts down here. Then we can pull this off and then get to the ECU. All right, so check it out. I didn't show getting all these bolts off because there's not a lot of room for you guys to get in here, but you have to take off all the liners that I told you guys just in the last little clip, all the bolts that are underneath here that I showed. Now that that's off, this is where we need to get that bolt right there. That's what we need to get to. And then the whole fender should be able to come off and then we can get to the ECU. Almost there, so we can pin the ECU. All All right, so after hassling and getting this fender out, we now have it all good to go, and we have the ECU unplugged, ready to pin. Now I'm gonna try my very best to get some recording of it, but if not, I'll show you guys like the end product of how to do it and what process to do, because I'm telling you, right here, getting some angles in here is terrible. All right, so now that you got that little piece off, the cover of the ECU, this is how it looks. So trying to do this with one hand, the 33 pin is gonna be right there in the middle, the tip of my thumb. I'm gonna show you guys how or what is pinned after I put it in there, but that is right there what we're pinning. All right, there we go. So it is installed now. You can see that one pin that I was pointing at, that is done, and it's ready to go back together and then plug the ECU in. All right, just like that, it is all plugged in and we're ready to put everything back on. All right, so everything is back together. The fender's on, the top part's all good to go. The engine bay is all plugged in. You can't even see the wires. The only thing that pokes out is the sensor over there. So let me throw on the wheels, put her back down on the floor, start her up, make sure everything checks out, and yeah. All right, so everything is back together and we're ready to start it up to make sure there's no fuel leaks right in this area. But I would definitely say it came out pretty clean. It's pretty recognizable when you have the 85 kit right there, because just doing this, the thumbnail, yeah, you could tell that it has a E85 kit, but you know, it looks pretty cool when at that angle. All right, time to start her up. I had to build some pressure, so do not get freaked out on that. So it looks like we're all good here, no fuel leaks. So I think we're good to go. Now we just have to get it tuned for E85. All right, so I just did some research on the web, and no, so you will not get a check engine light after pinning your ECU for the E85 kit. But as of right now, the car is all good to go, and the Vette is officially one step closer to getting tuned and running some corn. And let me tell you, I cannot wait until I run E85, because starting this car up in the garage, the fumes it gives, woo, man, I miss that E85 corn smell. It's gonna be super hyped to see this and feel how much power the difference the E85 gives. I've seen some crazy videos on people that go and switch to E85 with like a whole full bolt-on setup, and they say that it's absolutely insane. So just like that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, let me know down below, comment what you're excited to see, and I hope you guys enjoyed everything that we're doing to the Corvette. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification button. There's more coming for the Vette. And like I say in all my videos, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. I'll catch you guys in the next video.